It's live. I have worked my magic and misplaced my controller. Welcome back, everyone. Oh wait, controller's on my lap. Welcome back, everyone, to me streaming Terraria. I may be a little bit loud, a bit quiet. I'm gonna try and aim for the quiet side, hopefully. I'm not using my normal microphone, nor am I actually going ahead and using like a normal setup right now, because everything is on my wardrobe. I'm in the new house. But everything will be fine. Everything will be the same. Just minor hiccup here and there. Place I'm at right now is a little old, so there's gonna be a lot of stuff happening in between my streams and everything. But you guys won't have to be worrying about me stopping anytime soon. I'll let you know as early as I can if there is any problem. If there is, like, for some odd reason, a stream that I'm not going to be able to get to, I'll let you know. I was actually in the idea of, hey, am I actually going to get the stream set up in time for Saturday or not? Of course, I got persuaded into, yeah, you can. But, since I can, I now am. But welcome back to Terraria. Today, I don't really have too much of a plan except to actually just prepare myself for basically hard mode. And of course, I have everything going for this movement. Like, everything going very well for this, because if I look in my inventory, I've got a full set of meteorite armor, which, like I explained earlier, I have infinite ammo for the space gun when I'm wearing this armor, so this will make everything super easy. I've got the strongest axe, pickaxe, and hammer in the game that I can currently get until hard mode actually starts, which we're gonna have to kill the wall of flesh to actually get it started, but I want to hold off on that. There are a couple of things. My biggest goal right now for this stream is, oh hey, the witch doctor finally moved. Biggest goal, hold on, where is it? It is right here. This biome in hard mode will spread if we initiate it. So what my plan is to go right about a little bit between here and just create a big hole all the way down till like a little bit where we stop seeing all this red stuff. Go inward towards the biome and kind of wrap around the bottom of the biome in order to encapsulize it, basically. All you basically just need to understand is the fact that we're making a big tunnel that goes from here, below, and out somewhere over here. It's probably going to end up combining with this thing. And another thing, if you were pretty quick, I have 9,999 potions of both Shine and Night's Owl potions. I will tell you right now, these are cheated. I duped these. I duped the absolute ever-loving hell, but this is the only item that I've duped the ever-loving hell out of. And there's one reason. Because you guys can't see crap. So, I'm basically gonna go ahead. This is the only item that I will ever allow in this series right now. Until after we, like, maybe start a new run, do something else. I don't know. These are gonna be the only items that I do. In fact, I think I even made, like, a little area for the chest. Hold on. Did I make a chest? No. Actually, no, I didn't make a chest because duping area has it. But yeah, we have 2 full-on stacks for the potions, just so you can see. And just to go ahead and show you what the effects are, I'm gonna go ahead and show you. As you can see, this one, it doesn't really look like much changed, but trust me, it made everything ever so slightly brighter. Actually, let me go ahead and get even better of a dark spot. See if I can find somewhere that used to be super dark. I mean, like, in this tunnel, I know you can barely see me, but I don't think I used to be able to see in this tunnel either, so I can now see in it. Let's go somewhere else, like here. This, you cannot really see the other side. The other side I can see is stone, and this is where this one comes in. It makes me shine. It makes me glow. So now if I get close to something like this, at just the right angle, it'll shine in, so you can also see. Which, funny enough, it also makes me easier to see, but eh. But yeah, those are the only 2 potions that I am allowing to dupe and everything. Everything else, it's like I'm not duping. I'm doing it legitimately. Unless it's wood. If it's wood, then I'm probably gonna dupe it. But that's more so building. Well, if I'm building, I'm probably gonna end up doing it midstream. But yeah, that is my goal for this stream. It's just getting some work done on going ahead and containing the biome. Now, I don't know what like blocks are convertible. One block, however, I do know is not convertible whatsoever, is snow blocks. Which means if we go ahead, we build a tunnel all around this biome, once again, and we go here, we can go back over to here and go like 1 layer of just snow blocks all the way down and just kind of rummaging around in that little area. Shouldn't need to do that if I'm just making a big fat hole, but it probably is easier for me to do that, considering the fact that I do not plan on using any bombs, because bombs kind of cost money and well. As you can see, dirt poor. Of course, there's the piggy bank, but kind of saving that for the traveling merchant, which, funny enough, I don't actually know if the traveling merchant is around. Anyway, so let's get started. First things first, just moseying on over, because, well, can't get started if you're not in the right place. It's like that one saying of, like, right place, right time, wrong place, wrong time. It's like, you can't be in the right place at the right time if you're in the wrong place at the right time. I'm still Jesus. I can walk on water. But yeah, I don't really have much to go ahead and in terms of goals for this. I will say a lot of my stuff for like the moving and such, I've got all of my games and such packed, all that. My Borderlands 3, that is a disc copy, but I'll have it out before next stream, I promise you that. I've got also a bookcase which I'm actually going to throw all my games into. All like my CD games, so basically stuff like Call of Duty Black Ops 2 for 360, Saint Row 1 and 2, like Minecraft, that good stuff. All the typical games. In fact, I've got a good portion of LEGO games as well. Here we go. May as well munch down a little bit of snow. I shouldn't actually need to worry about snow blocks because I'm right now worried about digging a tunnel. But yeah, I'm hoping the fact that you all, everyone that's watching this stream, is having a good time. Having a nice relaxing moment. If you're doing like homework, I hope that it goes well and it's easy enough to where you can just nonchalantly just do it in the background. Like that lo-fi kid. animation thing. I don't really know the story behind that kid thing. I know lo-fi, it's like you just got this like animation of like a kid doing like homework or something. Meanwhile, their cat is in like the background looking out the window. And it could be day or night. Getting close now. We just gotta travel through this one area. Another thing that I must point out is my desk that I was using was so goddamn low. So low. I had my chair on the lowest setting, and my god, I still had to look down. But now, since I'm having it on the wardrobe and everything, and I have my monitors up to eye level, which I have another bit to tell you, it's so much cleaner now. Like, I can actually see color perfectly. Like, it is a godsend to have your monitors at a eye level, which is very funny because, well, that brings up another story. There is so many goddamn, like, ergonomic things that they go ahead and show you, this is the correct posture. Your back straight up, your eyes looking forward, or your head looking straight forward, like this Terraria man. He's looking straight forward, and the monitor ever so subtly downward. So it just basically, you're looking towards the top of your monitor, and it's like that. It's like it doesn't work. Like, it's understandable. This is how you're supposed to sit. This is how you're supposed to be ergonomically straight and everything. But there is lots of problems to it. One, everyone. Hello, sword. Don't mind if I do. Just got the enchanted sword. Is that better than a B sword? 23. Ah, that's upsetting. Anyway, I should get back to my story. Real quick. Enchanted sword. If you dig underneath the earth at certain places, you can have a chance of getting the enchanted sword in a place like this. So, yeah. That's the story behind this and how to get it. Unfortunately, it doesn't do that much damage. So, bye-bye sword. Also, I'm gonna drain this so that way I don't have to worry about digging into it. Ergonomics. Right. That was what I was talking about. So, back up, straight up basically, head straight forward, eyes looking at monitor. Monitor basically head height, but slightly below your eye line. Which, don't get me wrong, like, that's good and all. Like, having it that close to like a one-to-one like area, you know, positioning, it's all fine. But the problem with that is everyone is different. Some people lean left, some people lean right, some people just lean straight forward. Well, obviously leaning straight forward or any of that is unhealthy. The idea is you should be sitting in a position where it's comfortable. It shouldn't be like back straight up. This is intense type of feeling. It should just be, hey, I'm relaxed. Let me lean off to like the back or off to the side a little bit. Just some general position where it's nice, easy going. Nothing like cramping up or any of that. Like, obviously, you can shuffle over to the side if you're like leaning on your left side, and shuffle over to your right, and you just kind of shuffle. You're taking off the stressors off of one side and you're putting it on the other, and doing like that flamingo switch when like you're talking to your like friends and such, saying, hey, let me go ahead and stand on one leg, that way I waste less energy. And then you're like, all right, well, this leg's tired, let me go ahead and swap to the other leg now, because now this leg's tired but this leg ain't. So you swap it over. Obviously, it doesn't work like that, and you eventually get tired because you're standing on one leg, and you're just thinking, Oh, this is stupid. Let me sit down. Why even stand if I can just sit down? Okay, I am kind of low. I think this is fine. I am giving the corruption a good fair bit to go ahead and expand to, but that's fine. It's not that big of a issue. But yeah, my basic problem is the fact that you shouldn't be worried about ergonomics and how you should sit. The best way of just sitting is making sure that you at least have the ability to lean back. So like about what? You have the 90 degrees and then you got like a 45. That would, like that 45 backwards, which is not really a 45. That 45 would more so be forwards. What would be 45 backwards? It's like 100, 135 maybe? Something like that. Anyway. It basically... Oh, hello. Crawlers. Basically what I'm saying is the fact that we shouldn't keep our back straight. We should have it leaned in a comfortable position forward. Or not forward. Back. Like you can lean back and you can lean maybe a little off to the left, a little off to the right. Obviously it's probably not the best, but everyone has their own different styles. I cannot tell if that is like... Okay, cool. I can just dig right here. It's very much just a thing where if it's comfortable to you, it's comfortable to you. Which is... I'm gonna go ahead and refer back to what I'm saying about the monitor's position. Having them be up higher because they were really low. I had to like look down, which normally would kink my neck downward, and basically, it's kind of hard to describe. Basically, take your monitor, if you were to look at it direct head on, and move it like half a foot down, maybe. And that would be my main monitor. That there would just be the definition of my main monitor. Which sucked. Don't get me wrong, it absolutely sucked, but it was doable. I could still work with it. Like, I had my chair on the lowest setting, and it still had to happen like me sitting like that. But hey, it worked. I don't really mind it. But now since I'm like this, it's like, oh my god, this is a godsend. What has thy done to be blessed by the one and the only legendary Lemon? Obviously nothing but move. Because that's what caused this to happen anyway. Which, funny enough, returning back to the monitor situation, because I was looking at monitors and everything, my box squared monitor that I was reading on chat, that completely died. It finally died. That monitor was with me older than, let's see, I had a previous PC which was about 11 years old. No, it was more so 13, something like that. 13 years old. But that monitor didn't come with that PC. It was an older monitor. So it was in a previous PC that it came with. So give or take, that monitor is like over 15 years at bare minimum. I think if anything, I think the computer that it arrived with, I think that was still part of like Windows Vista. I can't remember. I need to look back at which Vista and XP was. But I think it was Windows Vista. Dirtiest block? Wait a second. The dirtiest block now with 20% more dirt. Huh? It's a pet? I get a pet that is a dirt block. Oh god, that... No, get away from me. No! It's like I dropped a dirt block and it's not going into my inventory because it's full. Alright, we'll have it hanging around with me. I didn't even know that was a thing. But yeah, that old monitor that's like 15 years old finally died, which came with the misfortune of the way I do my streams. Because if you take a look at, well, the bottom of the screen right now, and look how I'm controlling the cursor, you can definitely tell I am not using a mouse and keyboard. Well, I could absolutely do that right now. I do not do that. And there is a reason for that. Well, there really isn't no reason. There's really no reason why I'm doing this like the way I am, but other than just not using the hassle of actually plugging in the keyboard and mouse to my Xbox, which is what's running the game. Lo and behold, oh my god, he's an X-Boy fan. Thingamacure, I don't know, freaking Xbox 360 lover freaking 9000, oh my god, he's here. Yeah, no. It's literally just... It's just because of the fact that I don't want to plug in a mouse and keyboard every single time we play a game. Not to mention, even though I found the fact that I had a mouse and keyboard that works perfectly fine, it's a really messy thing to set up because the previous desk I had only desk space for like one item. That's not to mention the fact that the freaking keyboard was in a keyboard slot underneath. And the mouse was unable to actually fit in the keyboard slot, so I ended up having that onto the desk space as well. So if I were to hold a keyboard onto that desk space, you would have the keyboard all across the freaking like center area. You would have one mouse, and then you would have the other mouse. And it's like, oh my god. Because like, when you think about it, that's like super easy to confuse because you grab one mouse and you go to control the stream, and well, you're controlling the game. And you go ahead and grab to control the game, lo and behold, you end your stream. Which is not something I'm wanting to do. However, with me going ahead and now moving and getting rid of that desk, like, oh my god, that desk is so wobbly, so old. I don't really know how old that desk. I think it's as old as my previous PC, so it's about 13 years old. 13 years old is a good give or take area. I mean, I still have that PC, that old PC. I still have it. It's running on Windows 10. Crashes so many times, but I'm keeping it. And there's good reason why. I have an idea for it. AKA, I want to make it a desktop that I can run servers off of, if I really wanted to. But that would require me to understand PCs, which I'm gonna figure out eventually. First, I want to figure out how to actually set up and make a good stream. We are actually arriving towards the good area, which, if we're gonna go ahead and doing this, I'm gonna make it to, let's go a little further. If I go a little further, I'll be able to dig straight down. What was it? Right, plans for the old PC. Wanted to go ahead, take my old PC, and make it into a server PC. And what that basically is it's a PC, but if we're doing something like Minecraft, Terraria, or maybe Starbound. Probably not Starbound. Starbound is very goddamn tough. I really have a hard time with that game. Basically, if we're playing a multiplayer game, I can host a server. That's basically what I'm thinking of. Of course, it's like something that it's like I want to make sure I get things set up correctly, but it would be something that would help with basically me playing with my friends on like a PC game or something like that. Which I also have a unfortunate story that I can tell about my friend, as he recently got a laptop. Sounds fun, sounds exciting. It's like, hey, now you have a friend to play PC games with. Especially with one special PC game, Gary's Mod. We unfortunately have one upsetting item that blocks him and Gary's Mod. And that PC is a Chromebook. It may not sound upsetting at first, as if you know what a Chromebook is, then well, you know what a Chromebook is. The newer ones, they can run Steam. So what's the problem? It's not a new Chromebook. It's not a Chromebook that can even run Steam. He opens up Steam and, well, it doesn't open. It cannot open Steam whatsoever. Which is a very big bummer, because that is the only thing that he wants the Chromebook for. Yet he can't open Steam. Thus he can't go ahead and marry Gary's Mod. He can't do it. Which is so upsetting, because it's like, I remember playing with him in Gary's Mod when he had his old laptop, which then eventually broke because, well, it got really freaking old, or it got overdone with a bunch of bloatware, basically, because, well, if you look at everyone's freaking laptop, like HP, Dell, hell, buying it off of Windows probably goes ahead and has bloatware. But basically, you just get a bunch of software that you're not going to use. Companies will just pay to get bloatware added. So think of maybe Netflix, Hulu. There's other stuff I'm trying to think of. Those are basically just off the top of my mind, because everyone knows what Hulu and Netflix are. They're streaming companies. But basically, those type of companies that will want bloatware, like easy access. Ooh, Candy Crush is also an easy one. They'll ask, hey, we want to go ahead and have our product on this device that you are selling in exchange for a bit of money. Think of it as like a subscription thing, or like, hey, since you're selling this, let me go ahead and pay money to have my service on that thing, and it's basically advertisement for me. So companies will do that, and they'll have bloatware on it. Friend had a bunch of bloatware on it, had a bunch of games, and basically it started filling up his hard drive and everything. And if you don't know, HDDs, or I'm trying to think, hard drives, if you fill them up, if it's not an SSD, they slow down to a crawl. Like, it becomes one thing if you put in like half of your SSD, or it becomes one thing if you fill it up halfway, and then it becomes another thing when you're basically living off of like 64 gigabytes of just room. Which 64 gigabytes is still a good amount to use. But if you have something like a hard drive that is not an SSD, then that terabyte SSD is going to slow the crap down. Because a terabyte is 1,000 gigabytes. So 64 out of the 1,000 is not that much space. But then it eventually ended up like, oh, Windows Defender should help. Sister threw a cookie and break it type of deal. Just straight up snapped it off for the disk drive, which, funny enough, I don't know how, but the Windows Defender was apparently never on his laptop. Which is so mind-blowing, because even my computer had Windows Defender on it. But apparently his Windows Defender, it was like an actual external disk, which I had no idea why. But eventually, it's like, alright, well, let's just try and clear up a hand. So we did as much as we could, and the most unfortunate thing happened. If you deal with a laptop, you know those ports, if they break, they're gone. You can't get them fixed. Not unless you know how to open it up and fix it yourself, they're gone. Especially if you go ahead and need a replacement part, they're just absolutely dead. And the biggest vital thing that he has that could have absolutely been A-okay, he couldn't have lost anything else as long as that was still intact, his laptop wouldn't have been fine. But the freaking port to give him power and charge up his laptop, that snapped clean off. It was just not a beautiful sight whatsoever. Tech gurus and everything, it's like, that's not fun. No one is gonna have a fun day with a broken power supply port. Like, of course, you can get it replaced and everything, you can fix it, but one, it wasn't under warranty, it was basically after, and two, neither of us would be able to fix it, nor would we know how to. So it eventually ended up, well, e-waste. Which both of us understand. It's so upsetting. But it's unfortunately what happened. Go ahead, you get a laptop, it basically breaks. You gotta wait for something else. You go ahead and get that something else. You gotta be careful though. Otherwise it's gonna be that netbook, Chromebook, whatever it is. I keep forgetting what it actually it's called. But I think it's a Chromebook. But yeah. It's very unfortunate because that's basically the only thing he would need his laptop for, is just playing PC exclusive games like Gary's Mod. And, well, basically playing newer games without upgrading, which I would absolutely bug him about. But lo and behold, he doesn't do that. He'll play on an Xbox. Hell, he's freaking upgraded from Xbox One to Xbox Series. Which, don't get me wrong, him upgrading was a really nice thing for him to do. Really good. Also, where in the world am I going? Okay, good. Still haven't reached myself. It's a really good thing, because his old Xbox, that thing, oh, it was the first Xbox. It's not Xbox S, it's not Xbox X, it's not a series or any of that. It was one of the first Xbox Ones. And it's like, oh my god. That thing's dying. It was dying quicker than the 360 in my opinion. But yeah, he upgraded to an S. And all happy do. Now he goes ahead and kinda makes fun of me for having just the Xbox One S, which gotta go ahead and say, it's not the Xbox Series S, it's Xbox One S. Which I really do not like the naming factor that Xbox has for all of its newer consoles. It's like, why call it Xbox One Series? Why are you just adding more words? Why are you just changing letters. Just keep it one format. PlayStation already did that format. But yeah, he's getting on my butt about that all the time, and jokingly doing that. Obviously, it's all in fun games. Sometimes it does actually make me mad, but in the end, it's all fun and games. I remember that. There was also other stuff. Right, back to the monitor situation, because this was truly what I was wanting to talk about. So that old monitor that I was talking about, the freaking one that was like over 15 years old in service, veteran mode type of like gone to Vietnam's, all the trees that were speaking Vietnamese, all that finally died. And well, there's a problem. I play on my Xbox. Xbox is an HDMI. The main monitor, I have it for a DVI. It can run VGA, but I have a DVI to HDMI. So I use that for my main. And then for my other monitor, the second monitor, the one that you all are on, the lovely Twitch chat is on, which I don't actually know if it's automatically spelling. Okay, cool. I haven't gotten a new message, that's why. But the one that you lovely folks are on is on that squared monitor. That squared monitor only had VGA. And, well, I don't have another HDMI to VGA or DVI. Not to mention, the tablet that I have is specifically HDMI. You throw it onto basically anything else, it's probably not going to work. Not to mention, I don't have an adapter for that to connect to my computer. Because my computer, you already heard, HDMI port broke. Can't use that adapter. So, it's like, alright, well, I have the other ports of VGA. It's like, I don't have a VGA to HDMI, what am I gonna do? To the rescue, my dad comes. He has the exact same monitor that my main monitor is. So, in comes the hero, with a monitor that can run both DVI and HDMI. Or not HDMI, DVI and VGA. And honestly, he kind of saved the stream. I mean, I could do a stream. I could still continue doing a stream on Terraria. The biggest problem would be, one, I would lose all of my progress because we would be swapping from Xbox to PC. And two, if I decided to go on Xbox, I would have a good second, maybe half a second of just lag. I mean, there's no lag in terms of like audio. All the audio is perfect. There is lag in terms of actual visuals because I would have to watch it through OBS. I don't have any sort of special guru stuff because, well, those good capture cards with their own special, like, see it as it happens type of thing. Yeah, those are expensive. Those are like 100 and something. I got mine for like 20. It really shows you, hey, cheapskates can kind of be good, but at the same time, a bad. It's mostly, if you know what you're doing, you can be a really big cheapskate. If you know what you're doing, know what you're buying, and just know how you're presenting stuff, you can be absolutely cheap. You don't need to go ahead and buy that 64 by like 64K resolution TV to play your frickin' Kingdom Hearts 1 on. All you just need is like what, some sort of freaking emulator on your PC and like a TV that'll actually plug in, and boom, you got Kingdom Hearts. Of course, don't freaking pirate. And if you do pirate, at least buy the game first. Because then it would make sense, because since you bought the game for something that you don't have, basically just don't do crime. Emulating itself, I think emulation is actually considered a crime? I'm not too sure. I don't emulate crap. I don't know how the hell to emulate. I don't get too deep into emulation crap. Like, the furthest I know is that people took like a frickin' DS cartridge converter thing from like a frickin' SSD and just slapped it into a converter and have like 100 and something games that you can now buy on like the frickin' Amazon and crap. And it's like, I don't feel like that's right. I'm probably not gonna ever touch that. But yeah, I will say, closest I've done to trying to emulate a game is tried playing a freaking Super Mario 64 on my PC. I'll tell you right now, I don't know how to emulate. The best I could get is like a freaking 2-frame emulation on the browser. That and a latency of like 5 seconds. It was atrocious. Like, I think even if I tried to emulate it right now with this better PC, I would still find a way to get 1 frame and somehow get 10 seconds of delay. Somehow. I don't know how, but somehow I would do that. I would absolutely somehow manage to make it even worse. But yeah. If you emulate, don't do that. Buy the official copy and support the developers that you are pirating or whatever, emulating. I don't know. Is emulating really piracy if you buy it? I mean, technically, if you buy it and you don't have it on the device, or if you buy it and you don't have the device to run it, there's a bit of 2 things that is controversial. 1, get the device, but you can arise to the problem of such as like the PlayStation 2s, PlayStation 1s, those devices old, so stuff like GameCube, let's see, the Game Boys, all that old stuff. Here's me calling myself old. Oh. Getting discontinued is what I should say. Discontinued devices can become very expensive or very hard to come by, which makes it one of those things where it's like, alright, well, if I've got a exclusive for the Game Boy or the frickin' 64, Super, like, Sega, something like that, I don't know, Atari, then would it be fair for me to emulate that? Which, it kind of arises, because even the games themselves become a really hard thing to get. Because the console's discontinued, the game's also discontinued. Unless it's a game that you can buy for like the newer consoles, such as like Tetris, which, well, isn't really original Tetris, but it's still Tetris Effect. It's still fun. It still follows the basic concepts of Tetris. Or, I don't know. I'm just gonna get off this topic. I'm getting into a loop where it's the frickin', how was it? The frickin', this statement is a lie, I think. I think that's the paradox I'm thinking of. Where it goes from Well, the statement, it's a lie, because, well, it's not telling the truth, but it is telling the truth because it's saying it's a lie. But then that would make the statement a lie, and it goes back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Unless you're Wheatley. Then it would be, what does he say? True. I think he says true. I think Wheatley said true. In which case, it would be true for him. Well, actually, no, it would be a lie for him. That he believes. But, yeah. Trying to figure out what else could I talk about. I could talk about the condition of the house. The condition of the house, I wouldn't say is good, because the overall conditioning of the house, let me tell you, the condition of the house is not perfect in any mean, like, whatsoever. Like, there is still dust everywhere, there is, like, cracks in the frickin' paint. It is old. But the layout of it is actually really nice. A really nice, like, bedroom layout. Really nice living room layout. Not to mention the kitchen and the dining area. Like, it's a really good layout. I love it. It's really good. It's really easy. Simple. And it's not even, like... It's not even a house. It's a, like, duplex. Townhouse. Something like that. I don't remember what the terms are. It's like a frickin' one of those houses where it's like, it's small, it's tiny, it's compact. It's not a trailer house, but it's bigger than a trailer house. And it makes it work. It makes the rooms feel big while being small. It's manageable. It's really nice. My only one gripe about it is the fact that it's got a lot of conditioning work to make it actually look nice, which doesn't bother me too much. Like, if anything, it's like I still need to clean out my 360, still need to clean out my Xbox One, need to clean out my freaking PC. Hell, I need to upgrade my PC because, oh boy, HP, man, do I love ya. But yeah, it's like it's a good house. Bad maintained house. It's just a good house under bad maintenance. That was all it was. Which I'm hoping over the course of time, this house becomes an absolute beast and can be, like, well, when the time comes, sold for an actual reasonable price. Because let me tell you, house hunting, there's a bubble. There's a bubble somewhere. There's an absolute bubble, which is very unfortunate, but what can I say other than it's a bubble? I mean, let's just hope the fact that you can go ahead and get your money's worth back to you. But yeah. Slime. But yeah. Do expect me to be basically talking about my house every now and then, I guess, considering the fact that I've still got boxes. I am inside my bedroom right now doing this, and I've got a bunch of boxes that I brought into my bedroom to set up my PC. It's definitely still in a work in progress. Not to mention, I still need to set up a new desk, because the desk that I was talking about beforehand, the one that made me like freaking sore neck, a kink in my neck basically, looking down, and that stuff, the one that I basically was having to deal with, that one, it's going bye-bye. I'm so glad for it going bye-bye. I finally have a good reason for it to go bye-bye. Which now begs me a question. What type of desk do I want? Do I want an L-shaped desk? Do I want a desk that's tight and compact? Which, I don't. I don't want a fact desk. If I did, then well, I would just leave everything on top of my wardrobe. Like it fits the bill if it's on top of my wardrobe. It's a tiny freaking space for everything to sit on. Oh, we're near the surface. Not too far. Only a little bit more, and then I'll go ahead and start farming up. Well, I guess it's not really farming, it's more so gathering a bunch of snow blocks. But yeah, if I want a tiny desk, I just leave it the way it is right now. Excuse me, I'm having a lot of burps. I don't know really why. Other than pizza. Pizza was good. But yeah, I'll leave it the same way if it was really something I wanted, but I need more space. I want a designated area where I can flail my arms in like graceful 480p. I'm not doing 360p because, well, you just kind of can't really get that type of stuff anymore. I mean, I could go ahead and use the camera that I have on. Wait, I don't even know if I got the camera. Doesn't matter. I want to be able to do a freaking like video cam on stream anyway. Well, technically I could. I don't want to. Why? Because I'm a lemon, and you can see I'm a lemon. Unfortunately, I have like low res for the purpose of this stream and this game. I haven't low res the audio because, well, no one wants to hear a JPEG audio. Also, why am I walking on back? Oh, wait, never mind. I'm walking on back because I can collect snow in the snow biome. In fact, I can actually get to show you guys how I like to level out the freaking biomes in Terraria, because funny enough, I nicknamed myself the Eater of Worlds when playing Terraria. Terraria, I guess. I don't know. I still say Terraria. There's still an A somewhere in there. I don't remember where. It's probably in a bad spot. But yeah. Top. Going up to tallest point, like this mountain. And we're gonna start from the top all the way down. But yeah. I'm still having to figure out what type of desk. I'm thinking the desk that I'm gonna do is probably, it's either a standing desk or an L-shaped desk. At the very least, I want, now since I've experienced this, I want my desk to be like this height, where I can sit down and eye level, like perfect eye level. I've just realized I have no space in my thing. I think we can get rid of the wood. And then we can get rid of potion. Trying to think it out. Brain activate. Do like that one thing where actually I don't need the vertebrae since we've already beaten the crap out of the we've beaten the crap out of the brain of Cthulhu, showing it that it's dumber than a 5th grader. Because if you know, and well, you know society's already that bad, where a 5th grader probably knows more than a common person. Either that or, I don't know. But yeah, lots of activities are happening around me. Nothing too important for you to know about. Big know-how is the fact that I'm still alive. I'm still kicking. I'm still beating the crap out of the frickin' thing that we call life. You know, the one thing that everyone demises yet doesn't care to go ahead and say, hey, this thing kind of sucks. Except we all know it sucks. Yeah, this is how I level it out. I just go top, and I just go row by row by row. And I tried doing it 3 blocks at a time, because, well, that's the height of your person. Someone's gonna come into, like, the freaking stream and go like, Mate, clear out your inventory. That 1 block. That 1 block. Lo and behold, little do they know. This block, this glorious block that actually looks kind of like clay. This clay block isn't actually a pet. Goodbye, pet. Never mind. Goodbye, pet. Also, I've just realized I can hurt myself. Fun. Nothing like a bit of masochism. God, that is horrible. But yeah, I'm still hoping the fact that the mic quality isn't too bad. The reason why I'm saying that is because my mic right now is the mic that comes with my headset. It is a Turtle Beach, I don't remember what it is. Here, let me mute the audio and look at the side for you, just so I can say what it is. Alright, now you don't have to hear me shuffle about with my headphones. It's a Earforce X01, which is a headset from Turtle Beach that is geared towards Xbox One. It has been discontinued, but it is still functioning, because I believe I got it a year after I got my Xbox One S. And the Xbox One S, even though it is a Battlefield version, is Battlefield 1 version, it still is something I got later. So give or take about 3, maybe 4 years afterwards. It's probably shorter. It's probably more like 2 years. Ever since Xbox came out. I don't know. But yeah. Basically, I've got a headset that's done justice, basically. It's done a good justice. It like has... It's broken a little bit, but it's not... It hasn't broken in a way where it's not functional. And what I mean is, the adjustments for the actual, like, the sizing of your head, the adjustment feature for that, where it will extend down and up to adjust for people's heads, that bit broke. So now, whenever you go ahead and try and adjust it, it will just go shonk. All of the freaking stuff, max setting. And then you can throw it on your head, basically, and have too big of a freaking headset for you. However, my trick around that is literally just tape. So I've got a piece of tape bridging the two areas. The top area, which is the main bit that gets adjusted, and the area right below. It's not on the earmuffs itself. There's a little bit of a connection between the earmuffs and the actual headset top piece. But yeah, I have a little piece of tape in between the bottom and top, and that's basically there to go ahead and say, hey, this length, I want this length. Obviously, that's not gonna hold. You know damn well, if you know tape and plastic, that ain't gonna hold. Tape doesn't stick to plastic. Even if it's smooth, like, even if it's coarse plastic, tape just does not stick to plastic. So, to go ahead and, well, solve that issue, you take a piece of tape, you put it on your headset, and then you take the roller tape and you roll the literal crap out of the frickin' headset. Now, I don't mean like one of those bandage things where you go all the way down. I just mean like top area, bottom area, and then you got the strip in the center area. So it kind of, if you think like an eye, like a capital I, where you got that top line and then you got that bottom line and the connection center area in the very middle, you can kind of think of that, but with bundles on both the top and bottom, and just one singular tape piece down the center. But yeah, doing that. Other than that, just having to do that, this headset's surviving. Even if for the mic to fail, this mic actually detaches. It surprisingly enough, this mic detaches. And you think the mic itself would be unusable, but I can actually plug this mic. I can detach it from my helmet. It's not a helmet, it's a headset. Detach my mic from the headset, plug it directly into the headphone jack or whatever, and it will still function like a mic. It literally is a headphone jack. Do I know what type of millimeter thingamacooer? No. It's probably a 5.5 millimeter headphone jack type of thing. But yeah, it works. One thing that I have noticed is now, since it's been through a hell of a lot, it's been through a freaking, I wouldn't say Vietnam, but I don't know. It's been bullied at school. There you go. That's the good definition that I can come up with. It's been bullied at school and has just graduated. Now since it's been like roughed up and everything, and it's just sort of getting old. I don't know what the definition of old for headsets would be. I don't think it would be like years. I think it's more so in terms of just the quality of the headset at that point. But yeah, I've started realizing that the headset itself, whenever I'm turning the earmuffs, because it's got adjustable earmuffs to form to your ears, that form factor of forward and back, it kind of has a bit of a grainy feel. And it's probably just because of the fact that it's got like bits of pieces of sand or dust caught in between. But it does that, but it also has a bit of hollow feel. It's got like that bit of sand, emptiness, and then every now and then it'll squeak. It doesn't squeak as often as this chair. It doesn't squeak as much as it, but it's there. It'll squeak. At one point in time, it will squeak. The chair, however, its quality is, well, it's still sturdy and everything. It squeaks like a madman. I think this is a good amount of snow. Just go ahead and finish this row, and then I'll go ahead and continue back on containing, we'll call it, for the thing. Oh, I guess another thing that I can do for this stream is also prep the jungle for Plantera. Yeah, I think we'll do that after we contain the Crimson Biome, or prepare the Crimson Biome. Because even though we're preparing the Crimson Biome, there will be another Crimson Biome. I won't explain how, but there is. So, what was I going to talk about? Sorry about that. Had a yawn. Trying to think. Headset, right. This headset It's beautiful. It's not getting replaced. This chair, I wish it would be replaced, but I'm not replacing it. It hasn't broken because it still works. I can still sit on it. Lo and behold, there's like multiple things wrong with it, such as there's no cushion on the original chair, so I put down a cushion for myself. And then I put a cushion on top of that because of how much I sit. So I've got 2 cushions under me, 2 butt cushions. The legs are really rusty. Like, I don't know how it started, but they have just rusted to hell. But it still works. It's thick metal. Like, it is pure thick metal. Even though it's rusted, it's still kicking. I mean, I think the only time that I will stop using this chair is basically when I end up falling on my butt. I think that's the only time that I'm actually going to replace this chair. It's either I'm going to fall onto my butt or I must land onto my back. Because this chair also does not lean back. It goes up, down, and then that's it. You can't lean back. Also, I've just realized I went too far. Because it's supposed to be an office chair where you're, like, it's one of those ergonomic office chairs, once again. And forgive me for hating this and everything, but it's one of those things where it's just like, it doesn't make sense. With back being straight and everything. Also, people, you're gonna have to live with this if you don't like this. But I'm gonna build a freaking block. Why is the freaking... Oh, right, I don't have my imp... Oh, yeah, with me. No! My imp staff! Damn, full inventory. I got dissected by a meteorhead? How the heck do you get dissected by a blunt object? I mean, there could be obsidian in that meteorhead, which could absolutely freaking tear open your entire hand. I think I've held a piece of obsidian before, and I've gotten myself a cut on my thumb. It wasn't fun, but it was a bit of a cut. It was nothing nasty. It was just... It's like a paper cut, basically. That's a good way of describing it. Basically had that on my, like... It's not really a thumb area. It's more towards, like, the, like, palm area. So, like, that palm area right underneath your thumb. I kind of had that bit of a cut. But, I don't know, yeah. Yeah, obsidian can be sharp. Anyway, I need to get back. My imp staff is in danger. Also, I need to summon in my imp as soon as possible. What was I trying to talk about beforehand? I don't remember. Obsidian cut, imp staff getting dissected by the freaking meteor. Right, that pillar of just snow that I'm going to build, I'm gonna do a single pillar. I don't think it can cross through one block. Like, I'm gonna keep the one block, and then it's gonna grow into crimson, and it's gonna grow along the sides and turn the dirt blocks into crimson dirt, and then it's gonna have the thorn. I don't think the thorn can actually go through the snow block, is what I'm thinking. Because I believe, if I'm correct, thorns will grow 6 inches outward, like in any direction, from its source. But when they hit a material, they will not grow past that material. So if you, like, encased a thorn that was on a block, like the whole entire thing, and you give it, say, 2 blocks of, like, up space and then side space, then, well, it wouldn't go outside of that space. Pew pew pew. Also, it's a bit ironic now since I'm like went ahead and died, because I've went ahead. I'm wearing the entire meteorite armor set, and then I've also got my freaking space gun, and I died to a meteor. All of the things are crafted by a meteor. The only thing that I could have had was basically meteor, pick, and hammocks, I guess. Which hammocks, I still say, to this day, they are good. Well, here's the dungeon once more. Take a look at the dungeon. Look at it. It's super pretty. Alright, goodbye, dungeon. I'm trying to think. What else? It's also the cart ride. The cart ride was about like good 6 hours. And although it wasn't really a car ride, it was more of a truck ride. Because we were taking a truck. Which, well, there's good things and bad things. 1, it's good because it's got storage. 2, bad thing next. Bad thing. It's not enough storage. Yeah, all of the furnitures and such, like, got thrown into a U-Haul. So I've got my bed, my wardrobe, my dresser, and my nightstand. All that stuff was brought over. Because, well, it's furniture. You kind of want your clothes to be set in one area, you want your freaking things set in other area. Did I walk through this thing? Hold on, let me go ahead and like walk through the rest of this. Well, some of this doesn't make sense. Here, I'm gonna do a little experimentation just to see and understand. Oh, my imp staff. Where's my imp staff? Imp staff is like where? Down here? No, it's not down here. I have my imp staff, don't I? No. Wait, I probably didn't go down all the way. Hold on. Imp staff, I'm coming for you. I was talking too much about my freaking home. I'm coming for you, it's still there. Discovered the meaning of defenestration? Huh? I still don't understand the meaning of defenestration thing. Maybe fall damage, I'm guessing, is what it means? Death by fall? I don't know. Maybe the comments are gonna go ahead and spam the meaning of that now. Like, defenestration. And then the freaking definition. Or like, defenestration. Noun, blah blah blah. Verb, blah blah blah. And it's just gonna be a copy and paste of the freaking Google definition. But, imp staff's still down there. But yeah, we had the U-Haul. Obviously there was me, my dad, and my mom that were actually going ahead and doing all this, which, let me tell you, it's just us three that was doing all of this. It was like, oh my god. Still pushed through it, and we still did it. But oh my god, it was one hell of a freaking move. 6 hours drive with furniture in the back of a U-Haul and stuff in the back of a truck. Of course, it all wouldn't be fine and dandy without a bit of hiccups here and there, because at U-Haul, oh my goodness, there was so much stuff that was like scary about it. Because one, the brakes, They make the entire thing squeak. So it's not like a little tiny squeak like a mouse squeak. It would just be like a until it comes to a halt. It's like a freaking door hinge. As like if you're like slowly closing a door and you still have yet to fully close it and it's still going ahead and doing that squeak. It's like that until you finally like are at a full stop. That, and it's also a higher pitch. But yeah. Not only that, but my dad, who was taking the U-Haul, he took a bypass or something like that. Because, well, I think the reason why he took it was because it was shorter. I think that's why. But he took a freaking different road from us. And his definition of his explanation of the road was that it was a very bumpy ride, but it was so bumpy to the point where, like, he was bouncing up and down. Like, the seat, it was cushioned. So, thank goodness that he had a cushioned seat, because he probably wouldn't have survived that if it was a cushioned seat. If it wasn't cushioned. But yeah, it was one of those roads where it's like, you drive on it with a normal car, you're gonna feel it. You drive on it with a truck, you're gonna feel it. You drive anything like a freaking bicycle on it, you're still gonna feel it. Also, I'm just gonna end up using this bit. Damaging staff. Here we go. Where is it? I'm gonna actually throw this onto my hotbar thing. Because, well, yeah. Imp summoned. We now have an imp and a dirt block. Still don't know why or how a meteor dissected me, but it still did. But yeah, back to trying to do that snow thing. Also, goodbye, Ghosty. But yeah, that road that you went in and said, it was absolutely bumpy. I don't know what road it was, but it was a bypass road type of thing. So there is a ghost. Alright. I guess here would be good. Could my imp kill the ghost? Please, thank you. Alright, we're gonna do a bit of this. We're gonna do a bit of this. And we're gonna let ourselves out first by cheating. If I can. No, it's one block too high. Because this is where I can cheat. There we go. But yeah, that bypass he said was absolutely bumpy. Which is funny, because he says he took the bypass, and I was in passenger seat at this point in time. Because, well, yeah, I didn't want to drive. And he was a good, I want to say, he was a good bit after us. It was like, he has to stop at every single way station because, well, recording weights and such, that's just how, it's law, it's how you don't have crime happen. It's a good thing. But we're basically thinking, alright, he's gonna be a good ways back. He's gonna basically be like a good 2 hours behind us, maybe an hour. But he's gonna be a good ways behind us. And lo and behold, we get to the house, or we get to like a turn before the house, and he calls. And we're like, oh, why is he calling? And he is at the gas station filling up the freaking U-Haul. And this man, he's like not even like that far behind. man, it's like, how are you this far? How are you this close to us? Like, we have been in the truck going, like, any stop. No stops whatsoever, actually. And this man, he has to go through every way, like, hold station, or way station, or whatever. And this man's still cruising, not too far behind us. And it's like, oh my god. How the hell are you still, like, not far behind? Obviously, it wasn't, like, directly behind us. He couldn't see us, obviously, but it was, like, basically, if we were at one gas station, he would be at the previous gas station that we passed. That style. Of course, that could also be, like, bad reference or estimation, basically. But understanding that, and not to mention the funny idea of my mom was not to go ahead and blame her for anything, but she was speeding like maybe 2 miles every now and then over the speed limit because, well, freaking driving, it's like, it's understandable if you're going over the speed limit, and, well, try not to freaking overdo it. You got those people that do, like, crazy, oh, let me go ahead, push 70 on this, like, 25 Street. It's like, oh my god, don't freaking run a kid over because you're trying to push a 70 on a freaking street that says 25. And it's like, oh my god. But yeah, obviously, it's like, how? Stop speeding, man. You're driving the U-Haul. I don't mind if mom speeds, but you're driving a U-Haul. You have all the furniture. You've got all the stuff that's important. If we get into crash, we lose what? Just the vehicle itself? Obviously we got pets, but it's like, we're not really gonna have any trouble getting to crash. The vehicle will take the crash. But if you get into crash, what the hell is happening? Well, we ain't gonna have our mattress. We're gonna end up going ahead having to call the U-Haul to get it towed, get it fixed. All the stuff is gonna go ahead and move into another U-Haul. Let's see, what else? There's gonna be, obviously, a normal crash of going to the police station, waiting about like 5 hours to even go ahead and just get like a ticket for the man, or like even just speak to each other. Something like that. There's also the idea of having to talk to your insurance companies and all that stuff. We also went ahead and had insurance for the U-Haul, but we also had our own insurance. So it's like, it's better be safe than sorry. But, man, don't freaking speed if you're using a U-Haul. Don't do that. You got the important crap. You may survive the crash, but you got the important crap that won't. You may have it strapped down, but that strap is only meant to protect the freaking things from the wobbles that you're making. The bumpy road that you drove on. Now thinking of it, that's probably the reason why my freaking monitor died. Man, going to freaking 70 miles per hour into 25 zone. Bumpy roads. Flying over to the moon. This one block. Alright, I'm going back to Baby Shark. Baby Shark, come back here. I want you. I'd rather have Baby Shark with me than the dirtiest block. It's more enjoyable to see. Or at the very least, see the silhouette. Because even I have a very hard time even seeing the colors of blue. And again, the whole entire thing is just kind of different shades of blue. Speaking of blue, we also went ahead and bought more stuff while we were here at the new place, which I'm staying at the new place. It's just how it's gonna be, because the old place, it's gonna get all of its new furniture, like all of it's gonna get cleaned up, get ready to be sold because you aren't moving back there. But yeah, moving. And I'm just gonna be here. And I'm gonna clean the ever-loving crap out of this house while I'm here. Because this house, after I unpack and everything, it's gonna get maintenance. It's gonna get cleaned. Like, it's funny because we were moving stuff in, and this house has both, like, freaking carpets and wood. Or whatever. It's also got tile, which, well, to be fair, most houses have, like, wood and tile. Carpet, of course, that's something that's more so house specific. But yeah. I start unpacking and everything, it's like, I don't want to track mud all over the place, but when you think for a moment, it's not gonna happen. You're gonna need to go ahead and go onto carpet with freaking shoes on. It's gonna happen. There's too much furniture that you gotta take onto carpet. Not to mention how heavy the freaking furniture will be. Because we had to carry up wardrobe, dressers, couple of night, like, how was it? Bed frames. That's what I was trying to think of. Here I am, trying to think of crap. But yeah. But now since I'm here, I'm finally gonna make progress onto basic. Oh, night vision and such stopped. I guess now thinking of it, this shine potion isn't really something that's aiding you more than it is aiding me. I mean, I can see everything now without having a light source, but it doesn't matter. This area, I don't plan on going ahead and putting light sources in this area anyway. I mean, like, maybe it would be nice, but we don't need to. But yeah, at this point, I'm just gonna consider this a little bit of cheating with the freaking shine potion. Shine potion was meant to help you. What is more thinking of was that one potion that goes ahead and puts like a full-on ring of fire around you, but it's like, I don't know what that is. I don't know what potion that is. But yeah. That was a slime. I was looking at that and I was thinking, why the hell is there a mimic down here? Because if I recall correctly, mimics don't spawn in till hard mode. And for those who don't know what mimics are, it's just a chest that is a entity, or it is an entity that mimics a chest, thus the name Mimic. The Mimic, of course, you can have go ahead and, like, you know, disguise itself and shapeshift into other stuff like barrels, chairs, all that stuff, but in Terraria, it's just chest. It doesn't have any form. Oh, hey, look, a spider. Ha, look at this. Look at this spider. Look at this spider. He's so dumb. Alright, I'm gonna shoot it with my laser pistol now. Pew, pew, pew. Kinda look like a cowboy. Pew, pew, pew. Quick draw. Bam. Quick draw. Bam. Bam. Bam, bam, bam. But yeah. Oh. What was it going? I didn't talk about mimics. Alright. Funny fact, or funny fact? It's fun fact. I actually have one hook that I want to get through this playthrough because, well, it is the best hook in my opinion. And if you say otherwise, well, you said otherwise. I'm not gonna go ahead and, like, get into a fight with you because you just decided, hey, that hook is not the best hook in the game. Well, it's my favorite hook. I like the hook. And it is the hook dropped by the Mimic. I think it's called Dual Hook I think it's called. I think it's just a simple naming solution, just called dual hook. But my goodness, I would have to claim that that is a good hook because it's got a good reach and it's just got two. It's just got two hooks. So I can go from this hooking position, I could hook onto the ground and be in the center of those two. And then I could hook onto there, which would release the hook onto the roof, and it'd be like traveling. And it's just, it's such a good thing because other hooks, they'll have like 4, 3, and it's just like, no, don't do that. Don't give me more hooks. 2 is already good because it gets you a center and everything, but like, come on. The more hooks, the more complex it becomes. That and the slower you become because, well, you're having to manage more hooks. I was wondering if my imp was going to do anything about that. But yeah, the dual hook is my favorite hook, and I'm hoping to get it during this playthrough. I think I will. Also, where that slime spawned within this freaking water. I don't understand why it decided to just emerge from the water. It's like Duke Fishron. It's like, I don't know why you decided to merge when I'm fishing with just a truffle. I mean, is there anything else they'll fight onto truffle? No. It's always Duke Fishron because Duke Fishron, well, apparently it just like truffles worms. About halfway there or something like that. I don't know. At the very least, we're not at a part where it's really tough for any of that just yet. I know the underground area, you don't have to worry about the grass or any of that. You just gotta worry about the blocks of stone touching and giving it like enough room. But I think a single snow layer will do just fine. Not to mention, I'm placing the snow like a little bit low. So if there is anything, it's probably not going to do anything. Bat's banner. What else could I talk about? It's going to be the broken wreck player moment. Just, what else could I talk about? Could also talk about one of my walks of the, like, one of my walks with my dogs. Because I was walking my dogs, and, well, I walked them, doing my normal thing. Just taking them out for a walk, getting them some exercise. Especially before we went on the trip. And lo and behold, the bus driver that I had ever since elementary is driving the bus. Not to mention, I don't wake up early. But this time, I was walking the dogs after I woke up early. And oh my goodness. Like, oh. There's this bus driver that I know for a good while that I said goodbye to during high school, driving the kids. And they recognized me, and it's like, oh my god, I'm recognizable? Like, don't get me wrong, like, it's nice, but I'm really that recognizable? From freaking just riding the bus? But yeah. It's one of those experiences, like, I'm famous for something? What? Why? It's like helping a friend go ahead and do something, and like the next thing, they'll go ahead and just talk to their friends, talking about, hey, this guy is the one dude that went ahead and helped me find like such and such, and it's like, really? You're gonna lead with that? That was like nothing. That was just me being kind. Like, that was just me going ahead using common sense. Like, hey, I don't want him to get in trouble. This dude's gonna get me in trouble if I leave him. Let me go ahead and fix that so he doesn't go ahead and get in trouble either. It's like picking up a pen for someone, and then it's like him going over to his friend and saying, hey, yo, this dude picked up my pencil for me when I dropped it. It's like, you really gonna remember that from like 2 years ago or something? It's funny because I still remember from this one moment a point in time where my freaking elementary teacher, it was like 2nd grade, and I don't know what we were talking about. I really just wasn't one of those people that paid attention in 2nd grade because I kind of knew everything. But we were talking about something, and it's like, it's for some odd reason there was a thing about like memory. And like, I quote, they like said the frickin' they said something along the lines of the quotations of you will remember this moment in time, this very day, or something like that. I don't remember all too much. I just remember them talking specifically about me remembering that. And it's like bizarre to me, the fact that it's like, I remember that even though it has no use. It's literally just one moment, like one singular second. I am getting chased down by 2 shells and a bat. Funny. Oh, but yeah, it's just one of those moments like, why do I remember this? Why do I need to remember this? Why did I, like, have a reason to remember this? And it's so funny because I ended up bringing it back up to the teacher of saying, I remembered when you said I would remember. And the funniest thing is the fact that the teacher didn't remember. I found it so goddamn funny the teacher didn't remember. At the moment, it's like, I didn't find it, like, I didn't understand because, well, she didn't remember, so it's like, I don't understand. You told us we would all remember this. But she didn't remember. I did. I'm the smarty pants. I'm the smarty smart. And for being smarty smart, I get 2 stars. My mana is now 180. Unfortunately, at this cost, I need to go back. I need to collect more snow. Also, I think we're gonna do, yeah, we're gonna collect more snow, and then instead of following this trail, I'm gonna go above ground. So I'm gonna end up going above this hill, all the way over everything, over to here, and then I'm probably gonna end up doing that. So if we're at like 99, so let's see, 900 blocks gets me there. I guess 800 would do. Like that should get me down all the way through here and past. Probably about here if I wanted to. It also gives me a good run to check up on this area because I put snow above this area, so the thorns from here, they should grow all in here. They could grow up from here, upward, and over from here, but they should not be in this little area right here. They should not be anywhere in this small area, this small portion, this patch. But yeah, let me go ahead and teleport back to base and start making my walk. And it will tell me whether or not I need to go ahead and place more. Shouldn't. But, eh. Also, I have been missing like playing video games since I was moving because I packed up all my stuff, and it sucks so much because I packed away my computer, and it's like the next day I wake up, or not even, I didn't even go to sleep. I packed up my computer and then like watched a 10-minute video, and after that video I was like, damn, I want to play Deep Rock Galactic or something. Like I had motivation to play a video game, and it's like, damn, I packed it away. I can't even play that game. Like, I could have just pulled up my computer and everything and played it, but I didn't do that. I didn't play the game. I already packed away my computer. And if I did the same thing with the Xbox, then why the heck would I pull out my... Why the heck did I pull out my Xbox? Because I would need to pull out the monitor as well, because I packed away both the computer and monitor. Not to mention, I also had motivation to jot down a bunch of Dungeons and Dragons ideas, because, well, that's fun for me to kind of like poke my head in and just say, hey, I've got an idea. Let me go ahead and jot this down. For eventually when I can persuade my friends into doing Dungeons and Dragons with me. And I don't mean like actual Dungeons and Dragons where it's like 5e or something like that. I mean like the freaking kind of Dungeons and Dragons where it's like, alright, everyone is in a giant hole. Figure your way out. and it's just all bullcrap. It's just all bullcrap. It's just improv from the Dungeon Master. It has like no theme to Dungeons and Dragons. It's just all improv. Which, I guess it's not all improv because most of it's just homebrewed at that point. If I'm thinking of stuff, jotting it down, and making like a booklet or something like that. Which, it's really funny because I've started going ahead and actually making more progress into doing I want to call it a campaign, but I think it's called a campaign. It's like I basically made a galaxy. I have 8 stars in that galaxy that are going to be like the main locations. 8 planets. 8 whatever. It's 16 stars, which are going to be planets. It's got colors, so the map looks pretty. And then I think I've got like 2 factions. One is like supposed to be like the one faction where it's like evil enemy rival. Yeah. And then the other faction is supposed to be I'm good, but I'm very, very authoritative type of like faction. And then there's like 3 planets that don't even have an association with either faction. And then I've jotted down like a little character sheet idea of how to make characters, because my friends, they do not like jotting down a lot of stuff. They do not like figuring out, hey, in order for me to do a fireball, I have to look at this stat, look at my slots of magic, look and see how many different modifiers I can use, how much damage it does. I just want to just say fireball, look at one stat, can I cast it? Yes. How much damage does it do? Roll the dice. You did 19 damage, there you go. Just did something like that, basically. But I basically ended up having to try and do as minimalistic, basically, of a character sheet that I could do. Meanwhile, keeping in the idea of, hey, you still need to roll the dice because, well, it's luck. Which, thankfully, I've also came to a realization that, to make a Dungeons Dragons thing simple, just make the gear and weapons cards. Make your inventory, turn it into a deck of cards. it becomes so much easier because now instead of going ahead and saying like, oh, your blade of Guras has like accuracy of this, and you have to write it down onto your sheet. Instead, you just got a card, and you just go, let me look at my card for the Blades of Gura. It does 17 damage on base if I get a sneak attack. But if I'm going front attack, like outright mayhem mode, I have to roll a d6 and add modifiers. And it's like, it's basically playing a card game at that point in a battle. And it's so nice because you can also go ahead and do it with gear, but instead of it being like inside a battle, you can read gear and say, alright, well, the description says I can do this with it. So like a jetpack, you can fly up to like 5 feet in the air before it automatically like hovers. Well, this gap is like a 3-foot gap, but it is like 10 feet down. Let's use the jetpack, jump down the 10 feet, and turn it on. This way, I only land 5 feet, and then I can turn off my jetpack and land another 5 feet, kind of like breaking it down. And it becomes super simple because, well, this description is right there. You have your reasons to believe that you can do it with that gear. And not only that, but I can also go ahead and, well, add a little bit of a illustration to that gear. So if it's a jetpack, it's going to be like a backpack with like a little rocket tips at the top. And like straps coming off of it. It's going to be 2 rockets, strap coming off, and bam. My misfortune, though, is the fact that I'm doing everything digitally, so I have to kind of do stuff on a certain program. AKA, I either have to choose Word, Google Docs, or if I'm going to do like a text file and all of stuff. Which currently right now, for the character sheet, I just said, you know what? If anyone can access a thing, it's got to be a text file. Not only that, but doing it on a text file also requires me to, well, make it minimalistic. Make it not that detailed. Because, well, the more detail that you add to a text file, the more cramped it's going to be. And I know this because every single time I took notes and needed to jot something down, I would go over to my desktop. And I mean like the actual desktop, not like the freaking computer. Go over to my desktop, I hit new, or I hit right click, I would hit new, and I'd go straight for the freaking text file. And then I'd jot down whatever I needed. So let's say it's freaking books for college. Open text file. Open up the freaking document. Whatever text file thing. Jot down book. IBS or whatever. 1152. 800. Freaking coordinates to the White House. And then you just go ahead and have it there. It's like a sticky note. You just jot down whatever you needed on a sticky note. But instead of it being an actual sticky note on the computer, jotted it down on the frickin' desktop as a file. Is there sticky notes on Windows? Yes. Is there sticky notes on frickin' Mac? Probably. I don't use Mac, but probably. Should I use this method? Probably not. Do I do it? Yes. I mean, it's easier than going ahead and like having 10 different sticky notes that you can close, and then when you close out of one, you have to find a way to restore that one. Easy things about text documents is basically if you close out one, it's still going to be there. You just got to open it back up from that one location. But yeah. It's also upsetting because, well, can't use the tablet yet. I still have to fix my computer and everything, which I'll get to it. I promise you, I'll get to it. I'll get back to. I promise YouTube. When they see this, I will eventually get to you. It's just the fact that right now, I am not in a moment where I can actually do that. It'll probably happen after I finish unpacking and everything, because right now, there's still a lot of boxes. There are boxes up here still. Alright. Has it grown? Hasn't grown. That's upsetting. Alright. We don't even get to see our progress. But, yeah, there's still boxes. I plan on going ahead and just getting everything through mail to fix the computer because, well, at this point, I don't think there's really any reason not to. Like, I've went into Part Picker, and if there was a discrepancy or something that looked like a discrepancy, I went ahead and double checked to make sure it would work. And the closest thing that I could figure out to an actual discrepancy would basically just be the freaking BIOS. For those who don't know, the BIOS is the software on your motherboard that reads your CPU. It is the internal mechanism, not the chipset. It's like the actual, hey, this is how I'm gonna output what you're giving me. Or I think that's how it works. But I checked it. There was a bit of a discrepancy because the CPU that I was using, or the CPU that I have, is not the same CPU as what I was using as on a part picker because they didn't have my CPU on part picker. They had a close CPU though that was in the same series. It was a Ryzen 3, which that's what I have to say. I keep messing up the fact that I have a Ryzen 3, not a Ryzen 5. I have a worse thing. But yeah. I basically did the same series, did the same thing, and everything worked out. Form factor all fit. I double checked it, but if it said, hey, we didn't measure it, I measured it. Like, even the IO shielding, they said they don't know if it works, like if it's up to measure, and well, IO shielding, that's standardized actually, which is very funny. So all that worked. My M.2 SSD will fit because, well, M.2 SSDs are sort of all the same. Not only that, but the positioning of the M.2 SSD, if it did have like extra length, it wouldn't be a problem. It wouldn't run into anything. But yeah, I basically double checked myself, and I will get to ordering those and getting new parts to aka upgrade and fix my PC. I say upgrade because, well, HP, if you're going to upgrade it, you have to replace half the parts. And, well, I may as well just replace the parts if I'm going to fix something. Because then that allows me to actually go ahead and upgrade it in the future. So that way, I can go ahead and show you other stuff. Alright, I don't think that will reach because it only reaches 6 blocks, so let's see if we count. That's 3 all the way. 6 is up to the block here, and this is only getting closer further down you go. Alright, cool. But yeah, that'll be coming soon. Just gotta wait for me to go ahead and finish like unpacking. Whoopee cushion. Whoopee cushion? Excuse me? Is there a fart joke I'm missing? A whoopee cushion. Also, I can place this somewhere around here. I think I can place it there. There we go. Actually, hold on. Let's place these, like, thingamacurs on top of here. Whoopee cushion. Material. Annoy others. I can make farts. Hold on. Here, let me turn off the sound and everything. Let me just listen to it. It's a whoopee cushion. I think what's worse is the fact that it's just one wet fart. Which, to be fair, the whoopee cushions do make for pretty bad wet farts. Wait, is there? There are 2 whoopee cushions. I want both of the whoopee cushions. I have double the whoopee cushions than I once had. Anyway, cool. What was I talking about? Right, upgrading the PC. So I've got like 4 parts now that I have to order after I unpack everything. Not only that, but I also still need to go ahead and get a desk, which I'm probably going to end up doing first before I actually get parts for a new like upgrade with the PC, so I can get back to my freaking tablet and everything. But yeah. To be fair, I don't think anyone's gonna be like overly dramatic and realize, oh, he's not posted anything for like the past month. He's dead. He is gone. He's gone to ashes, and frickin' sold his soul to Satan or something like that. No, I haven't. I just really want good thumbnails beforehand, because let me tell you, that Borderlands thumbnail with that one Borderlands thumbnail and the High on Life thumbnail that looks absolutely clickbaity as crap. I would like to mention. I don't like those thumbnails. Those thumbnails, while it was funny to make the clickbait thumbnail, it's not my style of a thumbnail. I just don't see it as me. It's like, it's funny, it's good, it works, but it's not my style. It's not how I would direct things. And well, I'm the movie director in this film. Like, I play all the roles. I am the movie director, the producer, I am the freaking, what is it? The actor, sound master, the scene director, all that good stuff. I am basically the one-man army. The only people that are basically here to help is one, the biggest and foremost, Twitch and YouTube. Well, technically it's not one. Twitch and YouTube. Those are the other people. I guess those would be considered the producers. No, I would be considered the producers and directors. YouTube and Twitch, what would they be considered? I'm not too big on like movies and such. This is the reason why. You can tell easily the fact that I don't really know. I guess sponsors, I guess? Goblin Army? Really? Again? Oh damn. Trying to think. I would probably say the frickin' YouTube and everything is a sponsor, but it's not really. I guess it would be the service? I don't know. If you know what like Netflix is, then you probably know what it would be called. because I don't know. Also, I keep hearing this one little bit, and I keep thinking of the one and only Murder Miners. Like that one intro bit. Because it sounds like the very start of the very start of the Murder Miners game song. I would have to go ahead and exit and re-enter for you to listen to it again. But it goes da da dun dun. Hold on, Angela, I've got like a cough in the back of my throat. Probably help if I drank water. And you should too, because this video is sponsored by water, because this is the thing that keeps everyone alive. Also, this is not a video, it's a freaking stream. And I'm streaming and yelling at you to drink water. This is fun. But yeah, make sure to hydrate yourself. Don't be like me. Don't forget about hydration. I forgot to go ahead and do the frickin' 1 hour hydration mark thing. But it's all fine. I can catch up on drinking water later. I was too busy telling you stories and telling you progress about the new house and everything I'm moving to. Yeah, good enough. But yeah. You should drink water. Why? Because water is healthy for you. It gets you the freaking brain juices that you need. Even though I don't need brain juices, I'm still a freaking lemon. I still need to hydrate myself because I'm a plant. Not only that, but plants get freaking sugar when they get hydrated. So, yeah. That's why I'm big on water. I want the sugar. I want the glucose. Even though you don't get to taste the glucose, I get to taste the glucose. And if you try and take a bite out of me, you're not gonna get sugar. You're gonna get sour. You're gonna get the sour juices. Because, well, I'm a lemon. I'm sour. If you want something sweet, you can frickin' eat sugar cane or something like that. I don't know. Go in your kitchen, bug your mom, and just ask for sugar. If she asks why, just go ahead and try and make an excuse of making some cookies for the family. At that point, actually, now thinking of it, if you really want sugar, you may as well just make cookies. If you don't like cookies, you may as well make a cake. If you don't like cake, then make brownies. Brownies are good. Ice cream? Let's see. Ice cream. Actually, what about sherbet? Now thinking of that. Wait, does sherbet even take... I think sherbet would take sugar. In fact, actually, I don't even know how to make sherbet. If you can, then I am missing out entirely. But, yeah, if you want sugar, just go ahead and, like, do some baking. And make yourself a natural treat. Put in the effort and the work into getting some sugar. Because, well, sugar is tasty. You ain't taking mine. Especially when it's not frickin' the same kind of sugar that you're normally used to. Because glucose is more compound than, well, normal sugar. Because if you look at the process for going ahead and, like, grocery store sugar and such, how it's like all fine and such, and then others is not fine, like powdered sugar. How it's all powdery, but then you can also find other sugar where it's like all crystallized and such. Yeah, that's different from glucose, because that's simple sugars. Glucose is a complex sugar that your body has to break down to digest. Is it better for you? I don't know. I don't look up into like researching that. I only know it has to be broken down because, well, what is it? There's like 2 creators. One of them is Matt Pat. The other is like really big on science type of dude. It's not Bill Nye or any of that. How is it? Freaking. It's got like blue and red. I want to say it's like Neil or something like that. Like Blue Neil or something like that. I don't know. I could very easily be wrong. It's been a while since I've watched his videos. But it's basically the dude that tried going ahead turning frickin' gloves into alcohol or something like that. I don't remember. It was really funny. In fact, I think he went ahead and was thinking about doing like frickin' soap from fat or something like that, or from fat to soap. I don't know. I don't remember. I should watch him again. Go ahead and watch his videos. Never mind, I'm gonna end up going ahead and peering through the windows, watching him. Now since I've said that. Just going ahead and going like, hey buddy, when's your next video coming out? What's it about? Oh, I know how to go ahead and give, like, say what he did. At one point he did a video on plasma, which he basically took a glass jar and he took a little tiny candle, those ones that are like not even an inch high. He put that in the microwave and put the jar over it so you could actually see the plasma, and he ended up damaging his jars and then mixed it up with a brand new set, and he ended up having to smash them all. Which, I'm not gonna lie, that was a very entertaining video, and I watched it like 3 times. It's a really good video. I'd recommend you go ahead and look for it. I would absolutely call it the video on what its title was, but I don't know what it was. I guess it'd be like, what is it? Breaking flask or something like that? Or jars? I don't know. Alright, let's see how good I am. Look at this. Not even a speck of damage on my freaking armor. Not a scratch on me. And I'm already devastating, and like, I'm already devastating groups, squadrons, already. Excuse me. Already left and right, squadron after squadron. They're sending it after me, but I'm still kicking. I'm still shooting them with a freaking laser. Going bwah, 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 bwah. Oh, they finally went ahead and shot me with an arrow. Finally hit me. Damn. Look at that. It's like barely been a minute or something like that. I'm already at 40%. I got to go faster, but their spawn rate is not that fast. Or at least not that fast in terms of damage that I'm doing. But you can really see the power of the space gun and the meteorite set. Because you gotta remember, meteorite set, infinite laser ammo. And even then, infinite laser ammo is ammo from mana. So I guess this would technically be mage armor and a mage weapon. Which is understandable because mage is one of the strongest classes besides the melee, but melee is strong enough to basically just tank, not dish out damage. And, well, the role of the mage is strong. He is basically strong man that dishes out loads of damage. Heavily damaged stuff. Meanwhile, melee, it's go ahead and be tanky, distract the boss while dealing out a fair bit of damage. Range, it's basically putting pressure at a long distance and never running out of ammo or having to recharge. While mage, it's like basically large amount of damage, has to recharge, and debuffs. And we have a banner. Alright. I don't think I'll be... I might use, actually, this, like, balls for, Plantera. Throw them all around and then go ahead and just absolutely obliterate. Place some sand. Don't need sand, right? At the very least, we got some money. Alright. Well, there's more. I really don't know where this is, like, from. Also... Oh, cat delivery service. Huh. That's funny. I've actually never used that before. Which is very funny because I've got cats. But, not in Terraria. I've got 4 cats. It's a lot of cats. Cat person. Yeah. Ores can go in here. Just do a quick sort and then go on to the jungle, in which we will go ahead and make a bunch of lines of just jungle. Lines of jungle, yes. And not clay. There we go. Lines of clay, basically, is what I'm trying to get at. Because the jungle is a bunch of clay, basically. And so what will happen is the fact that the jungle grass will grow onto the clay, and from there, the stuff for Plantera will grow from that jungle grass. Good explanation. I guess these are stuff that I'll throw in here. Is there anything else? I mean, I could throw this critter thing in. I mean, I'm not using it. I think snow blocks can go into the blocks thing. Clay blocks, mud blocks. Wait, is it mud blocks? I thought it was clay blocks. No, it's mud. Alright, I get it. It'd be an absolute tease to throw that in. Oh, hey, the cat arrived. That could probably actually go in ores. That too. That's a material. I guess I could also throw in the tracks. Alright, well, that's good enough. Poor cat. Cat's outside. It's an outdoor cat. You don't have to worry about that cat. I should really get rid of that little snow biome bit. Oh, that's what I'm forgetting. I was like, what am I forgetting? Lo and behold, frickin' night potions. I really want an armor set that inflicts thorns, but it's only for the cacti armor. That and Minecraft armor. Minecraft, it's a bit more simpler to just go ahead and run around enemies. Which is a very upsetting thing to talk about because I absolutely love Minecraft. I freaking will play Minecraft if you tell me to. But the very upsetting thing is the fact that its Bedrock version is the latest version on console. And it's very upsetting because I consider Bedrock, even though it's different and it's still got similarities, the changes I perceive as worse. Because the UI, I don't like it. It's a bad UI overall. Like, you took the UI, you have fully redesigned it to look exactly like the Minecraft Pocket Edition, which I played. I don't really see how people play it, but yeah, I can see it fun. You took that and you just put it onto console, and then you just glorified it, and it's like, why? What was wrong with the Java version? Hell, the Java version on console and PC were both different. On console, you had it to where it was all organized and such, and then you had like the little tiny tab thing be separate. And it was all fine, handy dandy. I really like that UI. And then you go on to PC, you get that original UI. You get the little tiny freaking buttons at the start screen that you get to click on. You get that dirt block texture in the background. I have to find the entrance. It's all good. It's all good. But then you go ahead and you go in to Minecraft for Bedrock Edition, and you get these blocks. And it's like, okay, this is a bit of a downgrade, but it's like, okay, cool. You got this little animation at the bottom. It's pretty cool. It's neat. It's leading you to the store. We have a store now, which, yes, Bedrock version has a store. It's unfortunate. They no longer decided, hey, we're gonna go ahead and just have DLC add-ons that you can buy. No, it's now a store. You have to buy coins, which, don't get me wrong, it's like there's more flexibility into what you can buy, but still not my cup of tea. I'd rather still go ahead and play with just one pack of skins and the custom skin that I have on PC. And then you go in to actually creating a world, because you know you came for playing Minecraft. You customize yourself. You like the little expansion of customizing yourself on Xbox, and it allowing you to basically customize. Then you go into create a world. The whole UI is different. All of it's different. None of it has been really the same. I mean, looking at the maps, you may say, that's not too different. It's like, yeah, you're right. Try creating a new map, though. And you immediately are greeted to tabs for no reason on the left, and opposed to anything else, just big block tabs on left. And it's like, okay, I can read those. And then you look onto the right, and it's like, okay, cool. They've got it sectioned off. You got your little picture of a world. You've got block tabs. Like, of course, it could have been better, but at least everything's identifiable. You can identify, hey, this is that. And then you interact with it. My God. There's no problems with the PC version of settings, but you interact with it on Xbox. And it doesn't make sense why they thought this was okay. So, typical menu movement on Xbox, you just use your left stick. You go left, you go right, you flick around. If you're on one of those like scrolly things, then well, you just go left or right to go ahead and well, move and adjust it. And it's like, alright, well, I want less music blaring. Let me go over to the music tab in settings and adjust the volume. You go over to music, and you press left to go ahead and decrease the music. Lo and behold, you just moved yourself back into the frickin' tabs area. Meaning, you now have to go back into the area that is the audio adjustment. Hello. The little drum roll there. Da 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 da. You go back into the drums area. Oh, is that a Mimic? I think that's Mimic. I thought Mimics were a hard mode. Oh. Time to go ahead and get my items. Oh. Excuse me. Okay, that's broken Mimic. Wait, you're supposed to be a freaking chest that I can open with a gold key. It's a locked chest. Can I flail my sword at it? No? I have no clue. Oh. But yeah, you lose basically all of your movement options until after you select it. And it's like, it doesn't make sense why, because in the previous UI, you just go up and down. If you needed tabs, you press bumper. Press bumper, it's easy. It's a button dedicated to itself. But no, they just make it to where all the movement system is just all on just one thing. And then you have to select to do more. And it's like, why? You had a good system going, but now you don't. And that's why I don't really like the Bedrock version. That, and because of the fact that it still runs like crap, so there's no reason to go to it. Like, they said the fact that it would run better, that they created it ground up to run better. It doesn't. It still runs like crap. Like, hell, I'd actually beg to go ahead and differ. I'd say it runs worse. Because Optifine exists. And guess what that does? It makes it smoother and adds more options. In Bedrock, what do you get? You get less options, funny enough, because now no longer are you able to go ahead and like change your gamma. You got brightness, but normally people would change their gamma to brighten up stuff or lower stuff. And it makes sense. Can't see crap? Up the gamma. And it makes so much sense because, well, people's TVs are not the same. Now with this new version, it's like everyone's got the same TV, you just need different brightness. But there's a problem. We can already turn up our brightness on the TV. It's simple. Hell, we have modes dedicated on our TVs for games, for movies, for television. We have modes dedicated for them. You just have to go into settings and activate it. Which, not gonna lie, most of them is already set on movies. And it's already set to where it's like movies that's already as good as games and television. But it's still something that you can like already adjust your brightness on. Like hell, I could adjust my brightness on my monitor and be absolutely good. But gamma, if they're gone, if they're wrong on their gamma settings and their colors, I can't do nothing about it. I can change the colors on my monitor, but the colors on my monitor affect everything around it. So that means any YouTube videos I watch, it's gonna be changed. Any freaking browser that I visit, it's gonna be changed. Websites I visit, changed. Any sort of art I draw, gamma's gonna be changed. And it's like, why? Not only that, but the new version on Bedrock looks so goddamn bland. Like, they have the options to go for like the old textures, and I like that. I really like that. I really like the old textures. Old textures are so good. Can't really beat them all too much every now and then. But my big problem is the fact that there's some old textures that went under the radar. It's not in that old texture pack. It's under the radar now. And so now, since it's been under the radar, you're stuck with the new texture. And in my opinion, the new texture is very bland. They made the stone more like just one piece, one color. It's no longer the depth that it had once. It's now just basically got like a slight gradient between the colors, and that's it. Unlike beforehand, where you could actually tell that there was at least 3 gradients of color. Like, it may not be that big of a difference between the 3 gradients, but you could tell. And in my opinion, I actually like the fact that you could actually tell the gradients in color, because it added character to Minecraft. But of course, this doesn't. But yeah, clearing out a space for the Plantera bulb, because Plantera bulbs suck to try and find, because you have to spawn. You have to go ahead, defeat all 3. Oh, Slime King. Oh, hey, actually, let's do that first. I didn't even know the fact that Slime King would spawn. I don't have a way back. I don't have a way back up. Like, no designated route. I just have to go back from the way I came. But yeah, I just don't like the Bedrock version. I'd rather deal with the Java version and how crappy that runs. Because at least at that point, I can go ahead and modify my game. Not to mention, it had all the good options. All the options you needed. And the fact that it was moddable. Of course, the console version you couldn't mod, but you can at least change the gamma. Which made it better, in my opinion, in terms of visuals. Because in the frickin' console version, you can change the texture pack without buying a texture pack, and it's like, well, what else could you do to make it look different? Raise the gamma. Now, since the gamma is one fixed thing on console version, what are you left with? You're either left with buying a texture pack, which you could see all the pictures, all the previews for, but then you still have to buy it. Java version, you don't have to buy it. You just gotta download it and then put in your freaking texture pack folder. Which is understandable. They want money. Thus, they make you pay for money. And it's such an understandable thing, but now you lose creative freedom to make your own texture pack. And everything. And you can't go ahead and make Minecraft's original texture pack any better, or quote-unquote original texture pack better, because, well, you removed that, so now it just doesn't look good. Also, why is there so much platinum right here? Why? Like, I have a full set of meteorite armor. I don't need this platinum. Yet we have so much platinum right here. Platinum ore. All of this is platinum ore. All of it. From here all the way down. Why? But yeah, I just don't like the Bedrock version. And if I ever do Minecraft, I'll probably do it on the PC when I actually have a PC that runs it well. Because my Minecraft for the PC, I've got Java Edition, I've got Bedrock Edition. But let me tell you, both run like crap. They both function, but they both cannot handle looking at, like, chunks. So, yeah. I'm also gonna go ahead and say the fact that I don't like the updates that Mojang, however you wish to pronounce. I don't like the newer updates. So if I do a stream, I probably might go ahead and do either modded Minecraft or one of the older gens. Hell, if I did one of the older gens, or well, should say alpha, beta, whatever, I don't know, versions. Here we go. If I do Minecraft, it's gonna be an older version than the latest version. But not only that, but I'm probably, well, I don't know. If I do it, I'm probably gonna end. That's a good use for my PC server thing that I'm thinking of. Minecraft. Of course, I've got to maintain the server itself and learn how to do it. But I could definitely do it with that old PC. I mean, all it is really just maintaining storage, right? And just keeping sure to the fact that all the players are up to date, basically. Like, it's not gotta run, like, all of the frickin' player movements and everything. I mean, it could probably be stressful on the computer. I don't know. I gotta see how tough that is and do my own thing when it comes time to actually turning that PC into a server. Not only that, but I'd also have to have a reason to because, well, friends, most of them are on console, so yeah. Alright, now since we're up here, let's find the Slime King. Which, we don't even need to find the Slime King because, well, slimes are falling from the sky. One of these slimes is bound to be the 50th slime, which spawns in the Slime King. Pew 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 pew. Gotta find like a more flat surface to kill slimes. Because right now on bumpy terrain, it's really hard to shoot them. I mean, to be fair, I could just go, like, press X and start shooting. But where's the fun in that? There we go. Also, I should probably go back even further for the battle arena. We are now at the desert. Oh, I've got a full inventory? Oh, that rock golem statue can go. There we go. Technically, that would go ahead and spawn in the Slime King, but that's counting all the previous slimes. I'm starting to wonder if the Slime King even spawned during the night. I mean, you could probably fight him during the night. Pew pew pew. Still really like this freaking laser gun. Like, don't get me wrong, it kind of is a bit stale after you use it for a bit, and it's not that strong in hard mode, but it's a good weapon in pre-hard mode. I refuse to pick up those harpoons. I'm not gonna lie, I also have not heard this song before. It's a bit... meh. It's a bit iffy in my opinion. I wouldn't listen to it. 100th slime. Where's the king slime? I want the king slime. Bring me the duke. The king. The one and the only. Man himself with a crown. I mean, I don't think we'll get anything useful from him, but it's something to throw on to the wall. Don't really need jungle torches. Wonder what keeps going ahead and like doing that sound. Can I also mention the fact that I don't think purple slimes normally spawn, like, at all. Not unless you're underground. I don't think they spawn on the surface now thinking about it. Oh, I am thirsty as heck. Hold on. I'll let my imp go ahead and slash things with fireballs. Not only that, but I'm not taking that much damage. Oh, Slime King awoken. Where is it? Oh, he's on top of the tree. He's down there now. Oh wow, his health bar is melting. Slime King is really just one big giant slime. Like, the only thing that's really different from a normal slime that it does is just, what are you? Slime gun, what? Come on. No, let me talk to you. Sputnik. I shall pet you. pet the Sputnik. Pet Sputnik. Pet him. I want to pet him. I pet him. You get to see me pet him. Okay, cool. We pet a slime. And I think we now have also got a pet slime. So acorns, those can go. I can throw the bracelet onto my character as a vanity item. Let's see. Jungle grass? What's grass then? Waterleaf. Waterleaf can go. Like I said, I don't do alchemy. Oh, there's the slime mouth. Slime saddle thing. I just need to pick it up so I can have a mount. Because now I have a mount. Look at me, I'm riding a slime and I can jump high. Yeah, this slime mount is not half bad. I mean, it doesn't make you go any faster, but it definitely makes you jump higher. Oh, cool. It's be pretty good. Okay, I found where the doors are from. Wonder what destroyed the doors. There's one door. I'm gonna put down this chest. And, I mean, I could. Who's to say I shouldn't? Who's to say that I shouldn't put a boreal wood door down? I mean, it's still a door. Like, it looks different, but it still serves the same function. All right. Why are these dudes shiny? Oh no, they're probably enchanted. Give me a moment. I'm gonna grab my frickin' bug catcher thing. Open the pig. I can throw these things in real quick. Probably not the eyes, but bug catcher time. Bug catcher. Alright. I'm back for those bugs. Leroy Jenkins. The bugs aren't around anymore. That penguin's now mine. The penguin is mine. Wait, can't I consume the penguin? No, I just drop him. Here we go. Here's the frickin' thingamacoors that I was talking about. Yeah, the enchanted night crawlers. Frickin' bugs that are enchanted things. Yeah. Collecting them goes ahead and, well, they're just bait. They're bait for bugs. So, yeah. Don't really think there's much more I can do other than continuing with that, like, Plantera farm thing. Still question if it's a farm or not. Also, there is a lot of freaking stars. Hold on. I'm about to make 10 into 2 mana stars thingamacoors. Bam. Bam. I can now go into crafting. Craft 2 stars. Clear that out. Click this. Isn't that a lovely sound? It's a lovely sound. Alright, cool. So, I don't need stars anymore, as I've hit max mana. Yeah. So I don't get any more mana, and I can't go back down to any less unless I'm using some. Which, I mean, less max mana without resetting my character by creating a brand new character and making him look exactly like this character. Took a dive in the water. It's the Jesus as I can walk on water. It's also just money on the ground. I'm being like Mr. Grabs with my freaking idea. Wait. Holy crap, that is a lot. Where are you gonna lead me? Alright, all three of them are leading me to the same destination. Where are they going? Where are they going? Where are they going? We going up. Alright, I don't see where they are. Is that meaning the fact that there's a... Nope. Alright. Well done. I guess it's just... I guess they were just pointing wherever they were. There's a lot of stars. Fog. I was wondering what was in that hole. Going back, forth, back, and forth, back, and forth. Bonk. Bonk my feet on every way of the down. Every way of the down. Bonk, bonk. Bonk, bonk. Bonk. Bonk, bonk. It's like the animation where the frickin' one dude goes ahead and falls down on like a tree branch, and then he falls on to the next tree branch, and then he falls down to the next one, and the next one, and the next one, and he doesn't hit the floor. He hits the next tree branch for like a good couple of times, and then when he finally hits the floor, he like has a branch fall on him or something like that. Actually, gotta go down. To be fair, probably be faster if I was using dynamite, but I don't buy dynamite. It's not how I go. Like, even on my frickin' playthrough where I was using journey mode and everything, I didn't use frickin' dynamite whatsoever. I tried dynamite. It's not my style, though. I'm not gonna lie, I really like the jungle theme. My only problem with it is the fact that it takes so long to get through the jungle. Because you have the jungle for, let's see, the frickin' portion of Terra Blade. You have the jungle for Plantera, the Queen Bee. You've got some good bows and good boomerang, yo-yo, and sword from the jungle. And all around, you also have the extra hearts that you can find in hard mode. Because, believe it or not, you can have quote-unquote 4 rows. And what I mean by quote-unquote is I mean you can have your hearts be fully yellow, and you can have 2 rows of hearts. 2 full rows of yellow hearts. Fortunately, I don't think they go ahead and get you anywhere past 600. I think it stops at 500 health. Because I think base health you can get up to 200. And those ones, every single heart you get is like 5. So, yeah. Good thing I can go ahead and just jump out of this thing to get oxygen. I'm also making myself a little bit of a area to clear out, because I think what I'm gonna do might just clear out this frickin' beehive. I mean, I could clear out the area next to it this way. I don't really want to take out the beehive, in my opinion. If I could clear out the area next to it. I mean, I don't care about that. Stream is really just going to be me clearing out blocks, talking about stories and such. But then again, that's only when I can think of a story. Which, currently right now, I'm kind of out of the stories because I've exhausted myself. Not only that, but I've, like, got like a bit of a sore mouth from that, or dry mouth, I don't know. Basically telling myself, drink more water. It's like, I've just drinking water. Why are you suddenly dehydrated? Because you need to drink more water. Which you should also drink water too. In fact, before I end the stream, you should be drinking water. Drink some water during my outro. See how long you go ahead and drink for. I don't know. That's why I really like this pickaxe, because you can also set things on fire. Or, well, molten lava set thing. Alright, I think this is a good size. And we're going up. Oh, hey, a beehive. Let's go say hey to the queen bee once more. Actually, I don't have space for the queen bee. We'll visit her next stream. Hold on. I'm gonna get in there. Go ahead and put down a torch real quick. Oh my god. Could bees not go ahead and like try and hurt me as I try and put down a torch? There we go. Reminder for next stream. We fight the queen bee once more in next stream. How high am I? Alright, gotta go a little bit higher and then straight across. Which, funny enough, I think it's now gonna be right here. Hello. I beat the absolute living crap out of a freaking hornet. Which absolutely sucks because those things, let me tell you, pretty hard mode. First thing I wanted was the Terra Blade. Having to realize to go ahead and get the Leaf Blade first as like the first thing that I wanted to grab. Boy, I spent so long in the freaking jungle biome. Because I had to find the freaking little glowy bastard, and then I also had to fight the hornets. Which, going around trying to find the hornets and killing them is really not fun. It's like me swinging my pickaxe right now, doing the damage. That's how unfun it was. Because not to mention, it was on the 360. And well, 360 is an older version. 360 had Okram. Didn't have the Moon Lord, had Okram. Did I ever fight Okram? No. Could I summon him on the 360? Yeah. Did I ever do that? No. Like, I had his boss summon item, and I had the ability to summon him. I just didn't believe in myself to go ahead and actually destroy the crap out of them. Reason being was because of the fact that I was trying to fight the golem first. And, well, try as might, still couldn't get it. Bum, bum, bum. Also, these snatcher things, I really hate them. Like, their concept is a really good concept. Like, man-eater thing. Snatchers up above. Good concept. Really annoying enemy to fight against, though. Like, it's an enemy that goes through walls and tries to reach you. Problem. They're stupid. I don't mean stupid as in like just stupid in general. I just mean like it's a annoying concept to deal with. I'm getting rid of this seed. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of these bombs real quick. Because what I can do with these bombs is I can roll them all over. And before people comment the fact that my freaking like explosion skills suck, they don't. I just spam them all because I wanted to get rid of them fast. You would normally want to time it to where their explosion would like explode when they're on the ground. But because I timed them and just threw them all out basically once, it just went ahead and was like boom, 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 boom. And doing like an airburst effect. Alright. I think I got a good amount cleared for today because we've started up on going ahead and basically clearing out this place. Hold on, let me mark it torch. And we can... Safety! And the sun is setting! Anyway, I think that's good for today, considering the fact that we did really good progress. What we did was, well, very... we're gonna ignore that. What we did was we cleared out a little cave area all the way under this crimson biome. We did it basically twice to thicken it up, and then we went back around to put some snow down and line it to prevent the corruption from spreading past into the controlled areas, to quote-unquote control the corruption when it turns into hard mode, of course, as we are in pre-hard mode and corruption doesn't spread until hard mode. But for now, we are safe. We have preventative measures. And after we did that and decimated, let's see, I think this bit, after we decimated this bit and decimated the corruption, we have our own little spot right here that we're clearing out. This little spot. And then we also found another queen bee that we'll kill next stream. But yeah, good progress. I mean, we also killed this king slime, which gave us our little friend Sputnik, the nerdy slime. Apparently slime's nerdy. I wonder where our cat went. Oh, there's our cat. Matty, the cat. Anyway, with all that said, that is all I have for this stream. Whether you tuned in for the first time or seeing this on the VOD, or really enjoy my streams, I thank you for watching. With that said, again, I hope you enjoyed the stream, and have a wonderful time. Next stream, I'll be doing Borderlands 3, and I'm not really sure how far in Borderlands 3 we'll be going, because, well, Borderlands 3 is Borderlands 3. It's a bit of a hectic mess. Not only that, but I've also got a lot of stuff to do in between the two streams. So, with that said, goodbye!